everybody, I've not been crying, I've just had the most enormous coughing fit halfway through filming the introduction. I think some kind of glitter powder went down my throat and yes, so that's why I look a bit bleary-eyed. It's very snowy and very wintry here in London at the time of filming. Here's a view out of my my beauty room window. You haven't seen my beauty room yet, and I will do a video on it, but it's not finished. And there are bits of plaster falling off the walls, and the ceiling's about to fall down, and all that kind of thing. And also my roof leaked in this part of the house, and so there's a little bit of work that needs to be done. But once I've done that, then I'll show you round. So yes, that's the view outside of the window. Oh, and now the heating decides to come on. Also, there's a boiler in here, which is kind of why it's been turned into my little beauty cupboard, because it was a room that you couldn't really do anything with before. And we've been in this house for 6 years, and it's just always had junk in it. So here I am, in that room with the boiler on, so sorry about that gurgling noise in the background, and I thought that it'd be a good time to film my winter tan tutorial. Now, this isn't about going out and getting your skin tanned. This is about adding warmth and colour to your skin in the winter months if you feel like you want to perk it up a little bit. Now, I think it's quite nice to embrace being pale during the winter months, and that's good if that suits you. But sometimes if you're feeling a little bit tired, a little bit jaded, you just want to add a little bit of warmth back into the skin to make yourself feel healthy and brighter and happier. So that's what this is all about. I'm going to go back to the start and tell you what I did. Okay, so foundation. This is number 7 Stay Perfect foundation, and I've been using this loads recently. It's really, really inexpensive but great quality, lasts all day. It's not matte and it's not dewy, it's just nice, kind of somewhere in between, and it really lasts for ages. And I'm buffing that in using a Louise Young LY34, which is just broken in half, which is my fault because I left it in a thing of water and it's loosened the glue. Never mind. So just buffing that in for a really perfect finish, ignoring my blemish marks. I'm not going to layer over any concealer or anything like that, so I just want it to look very natural, and they don't really bother me that much. And now moving on to my bronzing. So I'm using the Chanel Tan de Soleil, is it Tan de Soleil? Tan de Chanel bronzing makeup base, and this looks a bit like gravy browning going on. It's a bit scary, but it buffs in really well. And I want to use this because I want the tan to look like part of my skin rather than something that I've put in over the top. So I don't want this look to be powdery at all. Everything I use is very creamy, very kind of slidey cream textures, which is a lot more comfortable in the winter months, I think. And I'm just using the same old foundation brush to blend that in, or buff it in. Really, really working it into the foundation, and it doesn't go patchy or anything like that. It's just really, really good. It just gives this really nice kind of warm glow. It looks very orangey and very warm at first, but I just think it's brilliant, and I use it loads. Now a bit of Dermablend concealer underneath the eyes and around the nose and on the chin, just anywhere where there's a little bit of darkness or redness, and buffing that in using my foundation brush again, kind of out of laziness, but also because the Dermablend in itself is a little bit of a kind of foundation concealer, so it all just buffs in really well. You could use a smaller brush if you wanted for the concealing part. And then I'm taking a Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in, I think, rose gold, and I'm using my Daniel Sandler massive big thick chunky bronzer and powder brush just to highlight tops of the cheekbones. Now you could use a cream concealer if you wanted to, but I just kind of wanted to leave everything as it was and not really disturb it with any more buffing, so I'm just very lightly putting the highlighter on top and then picking out the gold shade and highlighting just on the bridge of my nose and underneath the brow bone, underneath the eyebrows, just as a little bit of a lift. And this is one of the new shadow paints, Stay On shadow paints from Estee Lauder. This is in Chained, and it's just a really nice
neutral with a bit of glow. It buffs into the eyelids really, really well. I just use my fingertips, but you could use a brush, and it stays on all day. And then on my lashes, I'm using the new Guerlain mascara, which is, I think it's called Maxi Lash, but it's just really nice and buildable. You can create quite a dramatic look with a few coats, but I'm just putting on 2 coats because I don't want anything too false lash looking. And there is it on one eye and not on the other. Now I'm using the paint pot again underneath the eye, just in place of a liner, just a very kind of natural, soft little bit of definition under the lower lash line, because it just kind of needs it. And then on the lips, because it's very frosty and snowy outside, I've decided to go for a bit of frosting. This is a new CID Cosmetics lip gloss in a pot, and it's called Pina Colada, but feel free to use a nude shade or a very bright shade or whatever you want on the lips. This was just because I was feeling in a bit of a Jack Frost mood. But that is the entire look. Very, very easy.
I hope you enjoy that. I'm now going to go and take the cat onto the roof and see what he thinks of the snow. I'm going to wrap up warm and go on up there. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments. Give this a big thumbs up if you like it, and make sure you subscribe. See you next time.